So greetings people, today I'm going to speak about not feeling valued. I'll say after the intro. Greetings, welcome back. My name is M, I'm from Karnak Elite Spirit. We learn together and we grow together in the sight of God. So as I said earlier, I'm going to speak about how you're not feeling valued, how to deal with not feeling valued. Now this is a subject which a lot of the time is overlooked. It could be the beginning of a depression or the tail end of a depression or feeling misaligned in that sense, because depression is such a loose word to use and thrown about so many times by people. But I don't want to talk about the depression aspect. What I want to talk about is when you're not feeling valued. Now, I think this is important because a lot of people take advantage of people and don't value these people and assume they're going to be there, and in a sense use these people unknowingly, sometimes intentionally, sometimes not intentionally, and these people or the person who's being used in that sense feels not valued. Now it could be a fine line here. It's such a tight but broad subject. Sometimes some people know they're doing it, sometimes people don't know they're doing it. And if you can hear the fan go in, it's really warm here. It's roasting in the UK at the moment. So anyway, so some people, again, as I was saying, some people may know they're doing it, some people may not know they're doing it. And it's down to you to voice it and say how you're feeling. Now, valued is such a important aspect. Now, I've not done any research into this, so I'm just talking from the hip as I always do. I'm just saying what I see, feel, and kind of experience. For me, if you're there helping people or you feel you are in service and you want to help certain people, then that's fine. It's not an issue. But that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is that these people, when they are feeling left and abandoned and alone, and they don't feel that they are loved, you know? And these people are the unsung heroes. They won't say how they're feeling. They probably don't even know. So in that sense, I mean, through my life, though I've done a lot of things in my life, and I've helped a lot of people have now left and probably no longer talking, but I know I've either I've done things for them or helped them out with certain things, not because I had to, because I wanted to. And if they choose not to be around me, that's not my problem. And if they choose not to talk to me, don't give a rat's ass. That's their prerogative. But when I look back, or when anyone who's dealt with people in the past, and then you see them in the future, and then you know it's because you've laid the foundation, yeah, then the value's not there. Then they talk to you like you're a bit of crap. The best thing to explain this, I don't know if you're a Star Wars buff or you're into Star Wars, but you look at the relationship between Anakin and Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan went against the Jedi Council in a sense and said, look, I want to train this boy because my master wanted me to, and he's the chosen one. So he trained Anakin. And we all know the story. Anakin became Darth Vader, killed hundreds of people. So the relationship between them both is still a love connection, or that connection still. They care for each other like brothers. But Anakin feels betrayed. And looking at it, because he had someone else in his ear, someone else, which is the Emperor, in his ear, telling him bits and pieces and trying to convince him that this person was wrong. I mean, Obi-Wan, as the story comes out, had a brother, but didn't know brother. So hence and why he kind of overruled and cared in some ways to help Anakin not to make all these mistakes that he made, you know, as a Padawan growing up to be a Jedi Master. And we parents do that as well with kids. But going back to Obi-Wan, so Obi-Wan, in a way, they never really showed it. He kept saying he's failed him. But I think for the essence of it, what Obi-Wan was looking at was the essence of that he feels that he's not being valued. Yeah. And all the things that he's done for Anakin, and that's just that Anakin treats him. And when he says, "You've been the traitor," when he meant to destroy him, not join them, that was the pinnacle one. And I've done that. I've trained many people, friends of mine, to be spiritual people, to be, mediums or clairvoyants or tarot readers, whatever. Not charging because they were friends. And they've turned, and I've not gone, whatever, it's down to them. What arcs me is that they won't come and say what their problem is. Yeah. They will never come to your face and say it. Because you can challenge it. And as long as you are doing what you feel is right by them and by the universe or by the creator, and these people decide to walk away, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. But what you need to do is that value starts with you. You need to learn to value you. And I need to learn to value me, despite if people don't value me. And I know a lot of people don't. And when they say, "Oh, tell me what's wrong and I'm here to help," you kind of say it, you can see that glazed look go in their face because they feel either maybe acceptance or admitting that, probably they were one of the ones that I'm talking about, or for the fact is that they just don't want to bloody know, or for the fact they just don't fucking care. But in essence of it all, above all and above average and above everything else, the important thing is that you feel that what you're doing and who you are is right by you, that you are living your best life. You're living the version of you want to live. And in that sense is that we all are going to feel that way about one way or another in our lives. Yeah, it's what we do with it when we're not feeling valued. It's what we do with it after, and how we deal with it, then opposed to it became incorporated in our life. Now, for me, I lashed out vocally at a lot of people. Necessarily not people that are really close to me, but I've just lashed out. And that's just not me, because I'm more of I manage my emotions. And so it's rare I kind of lash out and then just walk away. So in essence, that when you're dealing with those rejections and feeling lost or confused and not feeling valued, don't let people control you. Don't learn to value yourself. Learn to love yourself, because if no one else can love you, at least you can learn to love yourself and be in that ocean of motion of love. And that eventually you will get there, and you'll be sitting at the table in the presence of your enemies with the creator with you, knowing that these people one day are going to go, "I want to sit with you. Can I sit with you?" No, thank you. No, thank you. You're done. I'm done with you. I'm moving on. I'm striving and I'm moving forward. So that's what's important. A lot of the time we try to still keep inviting them onto the table. And the people you're walking with don't want them at the table, because they know what they're like, and they know they're going to hurt you and harm you, because the intentions are not for you. Their intentions are for themselves. As harsh as it sounds, that's how some people are. And you can't change that. So, people, I'm going to end it there. I hope you're well and I hope you're safe. And it was good to just air this and say it. And look after yourself. God bless and namaste.